the prevailing wind coming left to right on your screen, and that's why it would help Mohamed Irfan feel comfortable from this media center end.
It's very ordinary numbers, and were it not for that 109, it would have been even worse. There's a lot of ground to make up. He's got much less experience, but look at his average, almost 45. 250s, 200s. One in Australia, one against Zimbabwe in the Caribbean. There he goes, and Afridi, poor effort at the mid-off, allows him the boundary to end the opening over. It's 5 without loss. Matches in Guyana, and now he makes it 3 left armers for Pakistan. Good appeal. He's really bellowing it though, to be suggesting that. Just tempering the enthusiasm of the bowler.
You have got to be absolutely certain with these reviews. The problem here for Junaid Khan, tipping at best. The wind will be against his outswinger, against him straightening the ball. It'll push it further into leg stump.
I think he's saved there by the inside edge. But already posing some before bat. But Misbah just moving them along.
That was a better delivery. Joel Wilson will feel here that he's under siege. But this is much better. But again, you can see the inward movement. Slides in big time. And the feeling is that there was off the inside edge. Not for Junaid Khan. He wanted a review.
Well, bowlers always want a review, most of them. In the air, but in the gap. Again, it's to the slower half of the field. The West Indies would have recognized, know they've got to run for their runs on that eastern side. This is the first LBW appeal, sliding down leg side. That's the second, inside edge. Already shaping up to be an interesting challenge. Just through the short extra cover, really didn't have a chance to react quickly enough. Nasiru Jamshed, and a boundary for Gale. 11. forward edge. And Mohamed Irfan has struck early once more, as he did in Guyana. This time removing Johnson Charles. It takes a lot to reach him, but it doesn't matter.
Just around that fourth stump area. He does not get across. It draws the bat away from the eye line and away from the body. And I'm surprised more bowlers haven't targeted him.
I was wondering about that explanation about the fourth and fifth stump, but as it turned out, Johnson Charles gave us that that area of vulnerability you were speaking about. The challenge clearly is to really reach Mohamed Irfan for the high five. That's unfair. Irfan can't reach. Saeed Ajmal trying in vain. He's got him. Inside edge. Was causing problems in the opening over, and now the indecisiveness of Chris Gayle has a few stunned here at Beausejour.
What has this done? Not a great deal. It's wide of the off stump. This time it comes off the inside edge. We've seen Chris Gayle succumb to outside edges around that same line over the last couple of weeks. He goes for 8. West Indies in trouble. 6.
Four overs completed. It's 7.
Badly wanted to see Ramiz when striking a big blow. I just wonder with Chris Gayle, I just wonder with Chris Gayle. 2 new balls now, new ball from each end, and we're seeing some wickets that are more spiced up now. I just wonder with this run of form, if this continues, if Chris Gayle is not better served batting a couple of slots down.
Raja in 1977.
Yeah, Rami sort of put you to sleep, really.
It's a loud appeal. They're confident. Well, if they're so confident, will they review it? Umar Akmal is insisting that they do. Was there a bit of glove? There was a noise, definitely. Whether that noise was glove, they're suggesting yes, they're going to ask for it. So now, the DRS. Let's see what that shows us. They were really confident with the shout. Legal delivery, no problems there. The issue now is at the business end. Was that thigh pad? Let's see here. Another angle. Thigh pad only. Was there a bit of bad there? Difficult to prove from that perspective. Steve Davis, the man with all the available technology.
We've known that now for a couple of years with the DRS system. There was a noise, it hit something, but it's very difficult to be certain from that angle. So you see that's a wasted one, and I think teams still have to get better there. And Umar Akmal ran up with, come on skipper, let's review this. How can you be sure? How can you have a great degree of certainty?
How do you use it? How confident are you that the technology will confirm what you're looking for?
Right. That's what happens. And look at Umar Akmal. He's convinced. Yeah, he wants it.
Beautiful stroke by Marlon Samuels in response. Classy shot to end the sixth over. 25 for 2.
Beautiful straight drive from Marlon Samuels. Straight down the ground off the middle of the bat. Wazir Mohammed, metaphorically speaking, with the Ramiz Raja reference, off a very thick outside edge. No, not convincing.
Dart back into the right-hander, but it did. It just stayed the course, the angle ball, and beautifully dealt by Samuels.
Speaking at the moment is quite low. England, you would say, have a pretty strong batting. India, with those young players coming through. But all the others, Australia all out today for just over 100, 128, I think it was. Really put the bat onto that. Typical left-hander shot, typical of Darren Bravo. Boundary for him.
Oh, this really was a special one for a couple of reasons. A, he picked up the length very quickly. It was a little wide from Irfan. Fine, not as such a great ball, but he's been sort of back of the length to left-hander Bravo, and he was on his toes most of the 4 balls. This is a crucial phase of the game because 2 bowlers have picked up wickets, not been changed yet by Misbah or operating, and so West Indies.
Interpreter, please, Ramiz.
Pakistan will.
Is there an alternative?
Pakistan will certainly lose. Harega bhi harega? No, never.
Nice shot. Beautifully played, just off the leg, little deflection, a little bit wide of leg stump and put away very neatly by Darren Bravo.
Yeah, it was a neat shot, a neat flick on the leg stump. An easy ball, first ball from Wahab. He's got to maintain pressure on this pair. And he's got issues with his wrist position.
Sweetly timed. And it goes all the way. Not the most effective piece of fielding out there. Nasir Jamshed out there. To his good side too.
Ahmed Shahzad has been good at point. This time he couldn't do anything about it. A wide delivery and beautifully timed, and Nasir Jamshed, well, didn't look too natural. Stopped it with his hand and then with his nose, and even then the ball won the race.
Yeah, I don't think he's done it much before.
Yes, the problem is
229 is the, or was the Pakistan effort.
Wickets, get a partnership going. Yeah, got to be also. But he could be the key on a pitch like this. This pitch has a bit of bounce and life. And Pakistan would need
After injury.
Not sure how consistent the umpires have been with these wides. That one was, we saw one earlier from Junaid to Darren Bravo, that, and Joel Wilson gave it as a wide, or rather gave it. So he's been a fixture for some time.
And that's saying a lot sometimes.
Continue to have faith in him.
that yours, Douche?
Remember, Tony Cozy used to live here, you know.
That's it.
That's probably his place.
Mashallah, mashallah.
His summer house. Wahab Riaz. Oh, that's a good one. There seemed to be just movement off the seam away from him. A nice bounce and carry as well.
As I told you, when I trademark that word, I hope you're all gonna
comfortably or go back. His attitude. There. One might have to bat through, but somebody has got to pick it up.
don't know if it's a case of trying to take a page out of Misbah's book, because we saw in the Pakistan innings, Misbah, after the loss of the first 3 wickets, taking his time as usual, but getting support. They were moving things along, and then acceleration towards the end.
Bit of deception from Afridi. He's looking one way and throws the other. Seemed to have fooled the keeper as well.
The other part of the...
It's Hafiz. Bravo goes.
And all of that plodding has come to naught, because essentially they weren't putting any pressure on Pakistan. A bit of extra effort, a bit of extra bounce, and Wahab Riaz with the wicket.
Yes, couldn't get on top of it enough. Bravo came off with a bit of pace as well, and nicely taken in the end by Hafiz. Wahab picks up his first, and Darren Bravo goes for 17. West Indies now 50 for 3.
Just at the point of impact, he's flinching with the extra bounce, and it really could have gone anywhere.
Some momentum going. Almost 5.5 runs now required and over. And if you're looking to survive in a way, surviving, got to find a way, got to find what.
Consistent line. We saw that in, look at his performances in the Champions Trophy with the speed of his deliveries. Just that area angled across the right-hander. The stock delivery for the left armour to the right-hander.
Playing back to a length that he could be looking to get forward to. Well, not the most elegant of shots, but he got it in the middle, Lendl Simmons. Looked like he was coming forward, and it caught him coming forward and just gave it a little swat, like a shot. Well, he was actually, in fact, was coming down the track. Makes it even better shot.
We'll give him 9.99 for improvisation. And maybe that's why he's named after Ivan Bell in the limited over duels in 2011.
19 gone, 57 for 3. Give himself some room and... Or does it? Brilliantly stopped by Wahab Riaz. He's having a good game all round, is Wahab. Just have a look at this. Whips it back. That's brilliant work. Real commitment. What looked ends and purposes like 4 ends up being 2. Got rid of it just in time.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, I could just see Ramiz Raja diving and scooping it back as Wahab Riaz did there, and that old bro comes askew off his head.
Odi!
More
That's just 2 of his first names. I'll give you the third when we come back. It's the third name for Peter Jeffrey Dujon is Peter Jeffrey Leroy Dujon. We've seen this with Simmons before against Afridi in the second match in Guyana, where he cuts even balls. You feel it. Umpire rifle has a nickname. Typical Australian originality. In to Simmons.
Look at that percentage of dots. One of the things that I've been talking about hard at him, I thought he batted well in the second game in Ghana, but today I saw with the short ball something that I've been talking about for a while, and his weakness to it. And Pakistan seized on it today, because it was just more than this dismissal. Viewers who know me will hear me talking about this. It's more than the fact that it got big. He played a couple of half-hearted pull shots earlier, and they just sense, well, we'll give him some more. And that, to me, is an issue that Darren Bravo, as talented as he is, and I believe he's talented, has to overcome as well. In fact, I'm surprised, very surprised, that more teams haven't done it more often to it.
Because that he has scored his hundreds in the subcontinent, in India and Bangladesh, where the ball doesn't get up. But I'll put the question to him when we come back. How does he overcome that? It's the end of the Umar Akmal.
विकेट पे मारे खुद ही लाला क्या बात है लाला क्या बात है किसी भी टाइम करेगा शाबाश
With what little Urdu I know, just over his head, just over. Well, I suppose they were looking for that and expecting it, but he hit it pretty hard. Gets a boundary.
It's sweetly timed, because this went quickly, and he does have that ability to get to the pitch of leg spinners or guys turning the ball across him and hit against the spin as long as he's close enough. So when he's in flow, he's very good, but he just has to be able to rotate that strike.
Halfway point, 25 overs, 82 for 3. T20 has had an effect on, detrimental effect. No more reviews left for them. They've had one which was unsuccessful. Catch by Umar. Well, let's have a look.
Yep, definite missed opportunity off the inside edge on pad.
Game. There was the appeal from Saeed Ajmal for the leg before, and then he realized, well, it's come from the bat and pad, and keeper put it down. We're all excited. He's got onto that well. Put it out of the ground. Know this in the regional competitions.
Yeah, he felt it was sweep shot the other day in Ghana, but to be fair to him, he's provided a little more energy to the innings as compared to what Samuels has been able to establish at the moment. He's gotten a few singles, and then he's also hit
all the room he needed for the square cut. So 11 off the over, giving a spurt to the West Indies scoring rate, 96
over. A boundary, bad ball, and well put away. That I hope will give Samuels confidence, because I think he's very much a confident sort of player. Tony Yeoman. That to me is asking for trouble.
That was neatly played. Didn't quite pick which way it was going, but just opened the face of the bat, ran it down to fine third man. Flying them all through the Caribbean at this time of the year. You know, the gold and the pink, and the big fella comes back. Mohammed Irfan.
No one beyond the close-in fielders. All this angle from round the wicket is taking the ball across to the off stump. All the deep fielders are leg side, so I think you are just playing into the hand of batsmen, quality batsmen, and this was a short ball hit with the wind. I think you're taking a big risk from round the wicket, angling. I think he has to bowl screen. He has to come over the wicket and angle the ball into the batsman.
Yeah, these are the established West Indies players. All of them have a lot of experience. Dropping the ball in front of them, running. 50 partnership between them was taken 73 deliveries. Just steadying the innings here. Well, it's not knowledge, because it's something that you should learn from early on, but just commentators. Ramiz Raja.
Thanks, Tony. If a wicket falls right now, this required rate will jump to 6.5 up to 7. Bring the game back into the corner. Because it's not going to get easy. Saeed Ajmal has got a lot of overs left. He's only in his third. And if he's
maintained a momentum, working the ball around, and I would suggest that it's an injection of runs.
और बांटें खुशियां यूफो ऑफर के साथ ₹6 रोजाना